Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of PSR. Today we're going through a review of my Finnish Brutality 2025. This time it was winter brutality. Extremely cold, harsh conditions, a great way to test your physical training and your gear. We're going to recap the stages, you're going to see how I did, and then I'm going to show you a way you can participate in Finnish brutality at home. But before we get into that, I got to thank the channel sponsor for PSR, and that is Aves Engineering. Guys, if you're looking to squirt out a cheeky glong or a just regular squirted glizzy, you're going to need rails for that. And Aves Rails has everything you need for your squirted glizzies. They also got a ton of Mac parts. We're talking 16-inch rifle length Macs, all the way down to little itty bitty Macs, and they're high quality, made right here in the USA. I would never in a million years use PSR for 10% off your entire order from Aves. Tell them PSR sent you, and thanks to Aves for sponsoring this channel. All right, so picture this. You're in Finland. It's 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and you are freezing your ass off. And on top of that, it's the last stage of the day, and you gotta enter an ice cold bath and shoot your rifle. That's just a little taste of what I went through at Finnish Brutality 2025. So if you're not familiar with Finnish Brutality, it is a shooting competition that involves both pistol and rifle. The stages aren't just your normal USPSA stages. They involve very physical stages where you're lifting stuff, you're having to shoot under pressure, and from very awkward positions. And in the summertime, this is hard, but it's extra hard in the winter time. I believe this was only the second time they've held Finnish Brutality in the winter, and it was cold. We're talking 0 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see your breath. My goggles were all fogging up, and we'll get to that in a sec. All of the Finnish Brutalities are put on and organized by Varusteleka. Varusteleka, they make a ton of awesome gear, and they are today's video sponsor, and I'll share more about that later. But let's get into the first stage of the competition, which involved skiing. Now, I'm a pretty confident skier. I grew up in Vermont, a lot of experience skiing, but when you have a rifle on you and you have to go cross-country style skiing, it's a little bit more difficult. So let's go over stage one. All right, so here I am with the AK, getting ready. Timer goes off. We got to hit a couple steel targets closer up, which I was able to do. Now we're getting on the skis, and I'm trying to hold my rifle while, almost fell there. While I have the other hand, I have the poles, and it's required as part of the stage to shoot from the poles. Whoa, almost ate it there. Going down the hill, go to the next position, and you have to cross up your poles and shoot through the cross on your poles. I had no experience really training with this, so this was first time doing it, and this target is like 150 yards away. And you have to get 2 hits. I hit first quick, and then the second, third, fourth. I cannot hit that target. Got a comp M4 on the AK, and I cannot hit the target. Trying my best here, but it's quite difficult. Trying to get a better sight picture. Cannot hit.
Bit high.
RO tells me I'm a high. I'm shooting like I'm high.
Hit.
And there's a hit. Gotta hit 2 more. Gotta hit each plate twice.
Low.
Damn, near going through the whole mag trying to hit these targets. Still having trouble. Losing a ton of time here.
Low, under it, over it.
And I just cannot hit the target for my life right now. And there's a hit.
That was a ricochet, no?
Oh, and the RO tells me it was a ricochet. Even though I heard the steel, gotta reload. And this is challenging. Dropped the pole there. Trying to put the AK mags back in the chest rig was pretty damn hard. I realized I should have probably just tucked them behind the plate carrier.
Breathe through it, you got it.
And I'm trying my best to stick them in. I can't get the mags in there. AK mags are a lot harder to put in a chest rig than AR mags, depending on the plate carrier, obviously. And I finally get one of the mags in the rifle. I'm trying to put the other mag in. I'm just having a rough time with this mag carrier here. Pick up the poles again. I think I'm almost timed out here. And there goes the time. So that was stage 1. Started off pretty horribly, and the pain only continued. Let's go to stage 2. All right, before we get to the rest of the video, I got to thank the video sponsor for this video, and that is Varusteleka. Varusteleka is a great gear, outdoor military clothing, surplus clothing store. They run all the Finnish brutalities, and they're just a great group of people. Varusteleka just opened their new web store, and I really highly recommend you check it out. Bunch of awesome MO5 gear, as well as Finnish MO5 snow camo, which I was wearing through this video, and it is awesome. Oh, damn, it's cold. I don't know, I was gonna do like a tactical thirst trap video, but I'm just honestly too cold. Where is the liquor? Where's the liquor? Beans, where is the liquor? Where is the liquor? Where is the liquor? Where is the liquor? I think it's time to go shopping for some fall camouflage clothing at varusteleka.com and their new web store. I'm gonna get a Sarma TST L4 Recon Smock in MO5. Add to cart, and 1 pair of Varusteleka L4 combat pants. And we're gonna get some Varusteleka L2 boot socks, because you need to keep them dogs warm. And we're gonna add 4 pairs of the Varusteleka merino wool socks. You can use their delivery duties paid, free shipping, which is awesome, but I want mine in 2 to 3 business days, so I'm gonna pay an extra 37 bucks and use UPS Express or Save, delivery duties paid, shipping. Pay now. Thanks to Varusteleka's new web store, I'm covered for this fall. It arrived. Let me take out my Varusteleka knife to open this thing. Just tear her open, eh? Oh, dick. Oh yeah, there's our socks. Oh yes. There we go with the MO5. We got our MO5 pants. Oh, perfect fit. Absolute drip right here. Want a pair of these? What do you think? Beans, do you approve? Beans approves. Where'd he go? So make sure you check out varusteleka.com, their new web store. Definitely give them a look. And thank you to Varusteleka for sponsoring this video. Stage 2 is really cool. Maybe my favorite Finnish brutality stage thus far. It was super cool. We had a ATV that we had to shoot from, and I did a little bit better in this stage. Let's watch it. Stage begins, rifle up, off safe. These targets are about 75 yards away. Gotta hit 3 targets, take out the mag so that you're not driving with a loaded gun, and then hit a bonus shot. And I hit the first bonus shot, then I have to kind of tuck the rifle away, which it slips off, so I'm trying to keep it in a good place, having trouble with that, and here we go. The rifle is over the handlebars, and I'm realizing that it's hard to drive with the rifle locked into the handlebars, so stick it to my side, which is the best place to put it. Raro shakes his head. What is this fucking dumbass doing? Go to the next shooting position. Get the mag in. Chamber it and hit. A few misses in there, but I do get the hits there. Now we're going for the bonus. And I got the bonus. All right, let's put that rifle away properly. Did not put it away properly. Did not learn from the first time. We'll drift. Go to the 3rd position. And AK, not gonna lie, the AK is, you know, it's a proven platform, but it is subpar in terms of the manipulations you have to do to get the mag in, to reload, all that stuff. Not as easy as an AR. And here we go, the bonus. Missed the bonus. Here we go to the 4th position. Get the rifle ready. Hit. We're closer to the targets now, so theoretically it should be easier. Alright, bonus shot. Hit the bonus shot. Tuck the rifle away, but I don't think I tucked it properly because here I go, slowing down. I don't know what I was trying to do here, the mags or something. Slowed me down quite a bit. Trying to make my way back as fast as I can. We're trying to go up. We got to go through that tire. Made a little bit of a mistake there. Now we're coming up the hill. Trying to keep the ATV under control on the snow. Up the hill, doing a little drift. Sick drift, bro. The last position. 3 shots and I believe a bonus shot at the end. Here we go.
Hit. Hit. And hit.
Okay, so it's just 3 shots, no bonus at the end. So I did much better in that stage. Didn't time out like the first stage. Pretty fun driving the ATV. Let's go to the next stage. So this next stage involved running up, shooting from prone, and then putting a tourniquet on someone who has a serious injury, a dummy of course, and then you had to drag someone, to drag them past, and then run and shoot prone again. This one, you'll see, it was quite challenging. And I had my face mask on with the goggles, and this is where I learned that I needed to probably take that mask down because it started fogging up seriously. So I didn't quite get their instructions right. The RSO said, do you know the course of fire? I said, yes, I did not. So I had to go down prone. Didn't realize that. Hitting the targets pretty well here. Put the rifle on safe.
Leave it in the gun port. Nope, leave the gun in the gun port.
Had to leave the gun in the gun port. Drag my buddy to safety. It wasn't that heavy actually, and it's easier to drag on the ice. Now we got to apply the tourniquet, and I ran into some challenges here. And I was doing my best with the gloves on. It's tough. Like your fingers are really cold. These are fire retardant gloves, but they're not really warm gloves, but you need that dexterity in order to shoot properly. So it's finding the right balance in the insulation versus the ease of manipulation of the firearm. All right, tighten the tourniquet. I'm trying to find a way to close it up here, tighten it. Trying to get the Velcro over. Got it over. All right, now we're shooting again from prone. I can't see shit. I'm trying to wipe off my goggles. This is a learning experience for me. Goggles fog up. I put anti-fog on them, but it just did not stop them from fogging up, unfortunately. So my eyes, I could not see anything, couldn't see the targets. You know, I'm breathing a little bit heavier now. So I learned that the face mask over the mouth combined with the goggles is not the move. All right, I get the hits. Now we got to get up and run to the next position. Try to run as fast as I can. We're going to the next position, and I get down on a knee. I have to go prone. And this is where I run into some issues. Can't see anything through my goggles. Trying to defog them. Missing.
Hold right edge.
And we have a malfunction. I didn't realize it was a malfunction, or maybe I ran out. And this is when I ran into some issues. I think one of the rounds actually got trapped behind the fire control group here, and I just could not fix the malfunction. Trying to wipe off my goggles. This was a horrible stage for me. This, combined with the first stage, really kind of ruined my my whole competition in terms of how I scored. And I just can't fix that malfunction at all. And I end up timing out. Bolt won't reset. It's just completely fucked. And so there I am, displaying a little bit of frustration here. This one was tough. The next stage, unfortunately, it was a blind stage. So we had to go into it without having any experience of what stage looked like. And I was filming Ivan Kit Badger after me, but before I couldn't film. So we actually couldn't get anyone to film it because everyone was there competing. So unfortunately, I don't have video of the third stage, but it was really cool. It involved an armored vehicle. You had to go in between positions, and I did really bad on it. Ran into some malfunctions, and I was missing, and it was just a tough one. We had to shoot from a really awkward position as well in that one. So third stage also did horribly. Final stage, I'm getting into an ice cold bath. So this is really cold water, not frozen, but just about as close as you can get. You can see the icicles. We got to start. This is actually shooting a Finnish rifle, a Sako, and it's their new military rifle. I think this one was a direct impingement AR style rifle, and we had to shoot these targets as fast as possible. Here I am. It's cold, although it's just kind of down to my balls. I had some shrinkage happening, but we're trying to hit this. I think you get one mag, so you can't run out of the rounds. And I missed one round, just like missed shooting a target here. Hit it. And then I move over, getting the last one done here. And there's the time. I did pretty well. And the final part of the stage actually involved a bonus, which if you didn't do it, you wouldn't get the points. So I wanted to get the points. So you have to strip your clothes off, put on warm new clothes, and then you have to start a fire and then boil water for, nourishment and warmth. So we had to start a fire with a fire starter and a knife. I was able to do that after some serious attempts here, trying to get this birch bark lit, and it was quite tough, but I finally got it lit and got the bonus points, and I did pretty well on that stage. All right, moving on to day two. Day two went much better for me. It started off with a shoveling stage where you have to shovel snow, run back, hit a spinner with the pistol. The pistol I was using was a Walther PDP. I had a couple really good stages with it, so definitely inspired me to get my own PDP, which I did. Getting the snow shoveled there. Get caught up on the log, lose a little bit. Put the shovel back, here we go. Run into the stage, miss a few, just trying to find where that dot is, hitting it, and then once I found the dot and found the point of aim, I got it pretty good. Here we go, back to shoveling, grab more snow, get caught up again on the log, put the shovel down, dueling tree. Here we go. Grab more snow. I think we had to do this 4 or 5 times. Transfer the snow. I put the shovel back, but I didn't empty the snow. So we gotta make sure to empty the snow. Got that out. Back to the dueling tree here. Got it done. More snow shoveling. This time I tried not to hit the log, and I was able to get it done properly. Running back to the dueling tree one last time. Oh, ran out of ammo. Come on, hit the slide stop. Nope.
Take the mag! Take the mag!
I dropped my mag, so I had to put the mag in. Alright, we got one more time with the dueling tree.
One more time!
I thought he told me to go back to shoot, but he was just telling me we got one more time with the shovel. So that cost me some time, and I get caught up on the log again. Cannot figure out that log situation. And here we go, the dueling tree one last time. And we're done. That was just kind of a mediocre stage, but at least I finished it under the par time. I felt pretty good about that one. All right, the next stage was probably the most tough for me, most frustrating one, aside from the tourniquet one. We had to have a sled strapped to us while we skied through these stages, and you'll see I had some trouble. So we had 3 little, bays that we had to shoot through, and almost ate it there on the skis, trying to get my footing. The harness combined with the chest rig and the AK reloads really messed me up on this one. It's pretty close, and I had trouble with it. You have to do a bonus shot at the end, and if you miss the bonus, you have to go back and shoot it again, but you have to take out the mag. So here I am. I get the mag stored and miss. So I gotta put the mag back in with the AK, not the most fun. Load it, and then take out the mag. And I really should have found a better solution for mag storage on the go, because this is what killed me, because it took me so long to put the mag back in. And I missed it again. So here we go. Got to do the process again. Load it, take the mag out, tuck the mag, and I just couldn't tuck it in the chest rig that I had. And I finally get the bonus. So now we're grabbing the poles. We're going to the next bay. And the next bay is really where everything goes tits up for me. And trying to ski or trying to figure out the best way to do this. It's kind of like walking, but you kind of have to just do one foot after another. But I just kind of tried my best there. Got to the bay in a decent amount of time, but this is where it really fails for me. Maybe resting them on the poles would have been a better move, but I was just trying to go for speed, and you'll see. Finally got a hit. Finally got the hits, taking out the mag. Alright, I'm feeling alright right now, but I cannot put the mag back in my chest rig. It's the lugs on the AK mag, just had a really hard time fitting in there. And I should have just tucked it kind of behind here, but I did not do that. And the harness was kind of holding me back on that one. And I missed the bonus. Frustrated. Very frustrated, under time crunch here. Here we go, gotta hit the bonus again. And I just can't put the mag back in again. Frustrating. Here we go. Fogging up a bit. And miss the bonus. Here we go, gotta do it again. I'm trying my best.
Shove it behind your other mags.
And Ivan, Kit Badger, is the one that's filming. He's telling me just shove it behind the other mags. And there goes the time. Tough one, frustrating stage. Maybe the worst one I did. The ones on skis I was having trouble with. So the next stage was really cool. It involved shooting pistol, and there was 2 hostage targets where if you accidentally hit the steel hostage targets, which were right below the steel target that you have to shoot with a pistol, you have to actually go make sure your gun is clear and then run down range and reset the steel target. So it's really important that you didn't hit that steel target, and you have an AK slung around you with a bayonet, and you actually have to stab these punching bags, make sure they hit the board in the back, and then run back and do it again. So on this stage I finished 13th overall and 10th in my division. As far as time goes, it was my best stage. So let's watch this one. PDP. And you put the pistol back in the square there and do some stabbing here. Being short, I have some quick acceleration there on the transitions between the bayonet and the pistol. Go back, no misses on the pistol there. Run back, grab that pistol. You can tell I'm taking a little bit more time to make sure I don't hit that hostage target there. Get the bayonet stuck in the punching bag there. Running back. I believe this is the final. He called a hit, but I missed it, and I finished. And that was my favorite stage, probably just because I did pretty well on it. But that was a good time. The PDP trigger is awesome, and it definitely made me want to get a PDP. Alright, the next stage was probably the toughest stage physically. I was able to finish before the par time, but you'll see here it involved throwing a kettlebell with a rope attached, pulling the kettlebell back to yourself, and then going to shoot 2 steel plates, which weren't that far away, but from some really unconventional and very difficult shooting positions on the VTAC barricade. Here we go. So we got to start from position 1, which is really tough. Took a second to figure out where I was hitting, and got the hits. Then we have to rest the rifle inside this rectangular box there, and the rifle can't be protruding in any way outside of that box. So run, do the kettlebell throw here with the rope, and now I'm shooting from the ground again, trying to put my rifle in the right spot. Now back at the kettlebell, and this kettlebell weighs around 55 pounds, so it's not a super light kettlebell, but also not terribly heavy, but you got to throw it. Get my hits, put the rifle back, and he says it's not in the box, so I got to go fix that. Put it in the box. pull the kettlebell back, and by this time you're like, oh my god, I still got 6 to go here, 6 positions, and this one's tough. So you have to aim kind of to the left if you're shooting from the right, because that rifle's canted. Put it back in the box. Give her a toss. I'm starting to get winded now. Didn't pull it back all the way. Back at our 5th position now. Rifle unsafe, back in the box. Here we go, tossing it, and you can see I blurred my face because I had to take the mask off. I had to pull it down because I was just getting so fogged up, and I wore sunglasses instead of goggles for the rest of the competition. And this one's tough because you can't really see too well through this hole, but I got it pretty quick. No misses. And now I'm really feeling it in my arms, feeling it in my legs here. We're pulling it across, got to pull it across the line. And now we're at position 7, which is super easy. Got it pretty quick. Here we go. Let's toss this kettlebell. Got it across. Yank it. We're 1 position from the finish. Got a little ahead of myself with the aim there. And the last kettlebell throw. Here we go. Last position. I was just praying that I hit, because I knew I was low on ammo, and that's the end of the stage. I did have I think 1 or 2 rounds left in the mag. That one was exhausting, and I finished towards the lower end of the competition, but a lot of people didn't finish this stage. Like under half finished the stage, so it was a pretty tough stage. I'm glad that I finished it under the par time. Also, a big shout out to Minya and Luhan, who filmed some of my stages, as well as Kid Badger. So big shout out to those people. All right, this final stage was probably the most fun, mainly because it involved what we call here as destructive devices, aka Molotov cocktails, which they don't have laws against Molotov cocktails in Finland. You can just make them without having to register them under the NFA for $200. So we all got to throw Molotov cocktails at this car. This was so sick. All right, final stage, here we go. So jumping off the armored vehicle here, a little tumble there, but we're going underneath these boards, trying to crawl as fast as I can. There's ice all on the ground, so it's kind of hard on your knees. So here, got to go through the tire to hit the spinner. Just got to spin it around once. Little miss. And I was able to get it to swing. Hit the top one, hit the bottom one a couple more times. I had to wait for it there. Hit the top one, and we got the spin. So now we have to take the mag out, hit a bonus shot so we don't have anything in the chamber. Got the bonus. And we're going to the next position. A little tire demolition there, knocked it down. Grab the Molotov and get it lit. And I just wanted to have it explode, and it did, which looked sick. And so we're going back to our original shooting position, and we have to, I think, make
1 hit bottom, 1 hit top.
1 hit bottom, 1 hit top. So 2 hits on the bottom and on the top. Bottom and top. Oh, I missed it. And I got the top there. So final stage. So yeah, that was my Finnish brutality. The stage 5, where we had to shoot from the ice cold pool. That I got 20th overall. The last stage I got 17th overall. The stage with the pistols and the stabby bayonet was 13th overall, and those were my best 3 stages. So I felt good about getting in the top 20 in those 3 stages, but the rest of the stages I did pretty damn bad. I think I got 156th overall. Not great. Attribute that to probably not having the best training in the cold, and also not having my gear be right, and the main thing was the mask and the goggles. Like, harder to do that in the winter when you get all that fog. So that really messed me up on a few stages, but definitely got to train some more on some skis and in the snow. All right, so at the beginning of the video, I said there's a way for you to participate in Finnish brutality at home. Varuseleka is running a competition right now until the end of this month. The instructions are on their website, but it includes 3 shooting positions and doing some burpees. So if you are feeling up for it, I highly recommend you film your run of remote brutality. So much fun and a great way to get some cardio in and test your gear and test yourself. I'm going to show you a couple of my remote brutality runs right now, both in armored and in open division. All right, guys, so my official time was 170.57. All right, we're doing take 2 remote brutality. This time I'm gonna be in open division, no plate carrier or anything, a little bit lighter weight, and we got a super lightweight rifle. This is the Wraithworks Warp 15. We got 2 optics on here, a light and vertical foregrip, and it weighs under 7 pounds, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. Let's get her going. RIP Prigozhin. What's so funny? Huh? What do I got? I got something on my face? 131.83. Woo! So all of the remote brutality instructions on how to run the stage are on Varustoleka's website, and I will leave that in the description. Also, if you post your remote brutality run and send it to Varustoleka, they are doing a random drawing, and whoever wins will get a free ticket to Finnish Brutality 2026. All right, guys, well, that's my recap of my Finnish Brutality 2025 Fire and Ice competition. It was so much fun. I want to give a huge thanks to Varustoleka and all the other people that were there. And I highly recommend, if you can make it to a Finnish Brutality, 100% do it. It is so much fun. And on the next one, I hope to see you there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace. Bro's loafing in the yard? Are we loafing in the yard right now? Look at that loaf. Are we loafing in the yard? I think that's a yes.